Do whatever it takes to be inspired. Now, that is the title of this video, and even though it sounds cliche, you've probably heard that a million times, I'm gonna break down what it really means and how it changed my life. A little bit about me, super quick. I'm a 20-year-old entrepreneur that went from zero to over $1.5 million in profit in the last 2 years, and my channel is not to flex on you guys, not to just spam the annoying, basic lifestyle content, flexing everything I have. It's to educate everybody on what I've learned in that 2-year span. And in this video, I'm going to talk about why you need to do whatever it takes to be inspired. So when I was younger, I was a broke high school kid. I was living in my mom's basement and I had no money. I started making money after I bought a course on how to make sports content. That's what I do now. I run at Fantasy Football Rocket on Instagram if you don't know who I am. But basically, I started out grinding this course, and about 3 months later, after really grinding with no results, I started to make a few $1,000s a month. $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month, $4,000 a month, and with the money I had also saved from my part-time job, I had about 15 grand in my bank account. So I was thinking, what can I splurge this on? I wanted to get a car. I didn't know what car I could afford. Some of them were out of my price range. I wanted to get a Corvette that was about $50,000. Couldn't afford that, but I came across this red Jaguar F-Type that I fell in love with, and it was about 40 grand. So I bought that car, and it was probably the best decision I've ever made in my life. When I bought that car, I was still in high school at the time as a senior. I drove up to school in that car. I got the attention, I got the status, and I got everything I wanted from the car. But those aren't the important things. The important thing was that I was inspired. When I got that attention, when I got the eyes from other people, when I got, praised for my success and also hated on, it made me feel inspired because I actually felt wealthy for the first time in my life. Now, if you guys haven't experienced any wealth, you're not gonna know what this is like yet. Please take it from me that you need to do whatever you can to really feel that abundance and wealth mindset, because it is going to completely change your life. Any of you guys who have made money, who have bought that car, who have bought that watch, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Even though it's just a materialistic item, even though it's just a car that you drive, just like any other car, it might be a little nicer, or it's just a watch that tells the time and looks cool. It is going to completely change your mindset on your outlook on life, which is going to put you in an upward spiral of success that is going to take you wherever you want to go. The main reason is because it adjusts your mindset and puts you into an abundant mindset. You're no longer attached to money because you just blew a lot of it on a car. You realize what it's like to feel wealthy, so it's going to make you motivated to keep making more money, and it puts your back against the wall. When you drop a big chunk of money like that, you're going to want to work harder because you want to make the money back, and you're going to make that back and then 10x that if you do the right things every single day. So in my opinion, I would tell you to do whatever it takes to get inspired. First 10K you make in business, blow it. 20K, even 30K, blow it on things that make you feel good. Clothes, cars, watches. I know it's not the right financial advice, but if you want to become rich, you're only going to become rich by hitting a certain income level. You're not going to save yourself rich from even 10K a month these days is not enough. You need to get yourself to a certain income level, and how you do that is based on the person that you are. How do you increase the person you are? You become better with how you look, you become better with how you feel, and you become better with the habits and actions you take. The number one thing that's made it easier to take action every single day is living here, is driving crazy cars every day, because you get to feel what it's like to be that person who has wealth, and it automatically ups your standard of life. You can't act the same way if you're rolling around in a Lamborghini as if you're rolling around in a Honda, because not just other people, but also you will have a higher standard of yourself, which is going to boost how you perform every single day. It is extremely important. This happens subconsciously when you start becoming the person you want to become. Your standards go higher. People, they don't want to go lower. The law of exposure shows that once you see something, you cannot unsee it. If somebody gets to 50K a month and then they drop down to zero, that will be the hungriest person in the world, because they've seen what that life is like at 50K a month. When you get these things, when you start to feel wealth, when you start to feel abundance, it is going to up your baseline, because you've already seen it with your own 2 eyes, and you've already felt it since you've actually owned the car, you've owned the watch, you've experienced that wealth, and you are not going to want to go back to where you were before, which is going to push you to work harder. It's going to push you to become a better person, and it's going to overall upgrade your life significantly. I am a huge advocate for spending money. Obviously, don't be a dumbass. Don't go blow every single thing you have, every single dollar you have on something, especially if you can't afford to maintain that lifestyle. But if you have money that you've made from business, if you've had your first few successes, blow that money, do whatever it takes to be inspired. Now, to be inspired, it's not just about spending money. You could move to a place with high energy. That's why I live in Miami. Everybody here is killing it. Everybody here is an entrepreneur. Everybody here is on their own stuff, and it's motivating me every single day by seeing all this success around me. I mean, look behind me, guys. These buildings all cost millions of dollars each. There's Lamborghinis and Ferraris right downstairs. You see it every single time you walk down the street. You don't need to live in a major city you can't afford, but move somewhere that's inspired. Get out of your hometown. Move somewhere where you're going to see a kid at a coffee shop making 10K a month just clicking buttons on his computer, so you know it's possible. Once you surround yourself around constant high energy, you're going to be inspired, and it's going to push you to become a better person. Now, you also need to be competitive. If you're not a competitive person, this stuff will drain you. But if you're watching this channel, I'm sure you've at least overcome that mental step of when you look at somebody you're inspired, you shouldn't be down, you shouldn't compare yourself to them, because people say that comparison is the thief of joy. But I'll let you know right now firsthand, if comparison is the thief of joy, once you're the top of that exchange and once you're comparing yourself to other people that you are above financially, spiritually, physically, it makes you feel really good. I know that might sound shallow. I know that might sound like you have a crazy ego, but you're gonna feel good when you're comparing yourself to people and you're proud of yourself because you have simply outperformed them. Now, I feel like this is one of the genuine secrets to the universe that people do not talk about enough. Energy is 100% real. Being inspired is 100% real. There's nothing fake about feeling inspired. There's nothing fake about belief, because once it's in your mind and once that applies to daily action, it has become real in the physical realm. Belief is real, energy is real, and feeling inspired is also real. So go to that car dealership to see the car that is your dream car that you can't afford. Go to a rich city where you see people driving around supercars every single day, living the life you want to live. Just get around the wealth, get around the energy, and then eventually buy it for yourself up to what you can afford. In my instance, it was a Jaguar F-Type, and you will feel inspired. So to continue the story, I buy this Jaguar, right? And my business triples in the next month. And then it 10X's in the next 6 months because I was working harder than ever before, like I mentioned. I felt inspired, I felt rich. It made me act different every single day. When I got the McLaren 6 months later, it wasn't about just simply having more discipline. It's about, okay, I drive a McLaren now. I'm a high-level entrepreneur. Am I just going to sit here and watch movies, or am I going to work on my business like I'm supposed to? That subconsciously goes into your mind when you're living the lifestyle that you want to live. It's going to up your standard in your subconscious, and that is going to lead to you taking more action every single day, which is just going to make a constant tornado of success. People talk about downward spirals. Maybe someone starts drinking, starts smoking, starts letting themselves go, loses their job, and they're just in a downward spiral of failure. The opposite is also 100% true. You can propel yourself into an upward spiral of success if you do the things you're supposed to do every day. If you're inspired, if you're high energy, if you're seeing progress, even not seeing progress with numbers, with money, seeing progress within yourself, becoming more disciplined, getting more things done every day, feeling proud of yourself at the end of every day. A good measure on if you had a good day. When you go to sleep, are you proud of yourself, or do you feel like you could have done more? If you want to be proud of yourself, you need to take action every single day. And the easiest way for me to have accomplished that, to become more productive, to get the life of my dreams, is by simply being inspired. That's where it all starts. If you've ever read about the law of attraction, or As a Man Thinketh, it talks about your thoughts lead to your actions, which then lead to your circumstances, and then that repeats the cycle. So your circumstances then go to your thoughts, which go to your actions, which go to your circumstances again. So what this means, if you can get inspired and you can buy something with the first money you've made, the watch, the car, that is your real life circumstance. That lifestyle is going to go back into your thoughts, which, like I said, is going to lead to better action and then lead to an even better circumstance. So do whatever you can to be inspired. It's going to start that loop of your upward spiral of success, and you will finally live the life of your dreams. I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you have any specific questions about me, business, life, anything I've learned, please leave them down in the comments section, and also consider subscribing. I post business content every single day on this channel, lifestyle content, and like I said at the start of this video, I am simply here to educate you guys watching on everything I've learned over the last 2 years in business, and hopefully make you guys better people as well and take you along my journey. So I appreciate you guys watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.